And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. In motion, the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
To throw is Duggan. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that whole game plan.
Well, he its way on 4th down, is sent out to punt. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's going to use his legs here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 12. Doug going to look to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Go Silver, ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, back.
Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, second and one's a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
It looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second down, here's Hurts. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Vikings are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Dugan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Right back to him on first down. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Duggan now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Duggan. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Go silver, ready?
Back to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. Vikings are going to take the lead. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. They've got his man. Complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Andrews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Duggan to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing, Duggan. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Dugan. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They'll try again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Max Duggan, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw is Duggan. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here it is. 4th and inches. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense.